Hey everybody, welcome to HBCU Original. I'm your co-host V.Bungy, and JL.WILLIAMS is our other co-host. We have a special guest today, none other than Andre Murphy from Racing to Feed. How you
Hey,
doing
hey,
today?
how you doing?
John, you
Great
want to
day
say
in
hello?
the
Hey, brother Murphy, how you doing, man?
oh man, it's a great day in the city of Atlantic City. Yeah,
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, man, when I had an opportunity to look at your profile, man, I thought it was. I said, man, this is amazing, man, what this brother's doing. And one of the things that just right off the bat that really, just really comes to mind is like, what drove you to do this, man? It feels like it's like a labor of love. And I know that's
absolutely.
a part of it. Yeah, talk to us, man.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me know.
absolutely. It all started, man, during COVID. You know, um,
Mm,
we all had a lot of downtime, and I'm like, hey, let me take advantage of this time. And I've been cooking all my life, so I put together my food dish, Murphy's Chicken and Potatoes. Took it
mm.
over to my church. Oh man, once we got into the church, it was a wrap. You know what I mean? That Murphy's
Yo,
chicken and potatoes. The
woo.
the the um the members loved it. The bishop, him and his pastor, they loved it. So we started. We started making. We started a fundraiser, raising money for the church, and we did that through the summer of 2020. And
Mhm.
oh man, we had people all around South Jersey, Philly,
Wow.
uh, Trenton, coming down for a quart of Murphy's chicken and potatoes. And that was it, man. That kind of got the ship rolling. We raised about 9 grand over the summer for the church. So,
Mm,
it was a
mm.
win-win,
Beautiful, beautiful.
you
Man,
know.
I love
But
that, man. If it work, hey, listen, hey, brother Murray, if it work at the church,
yeah, you good.
if it
Well,
God's
work
got you.
if it works
he's
at the church.
also. It's funny because I was working for the shelter at one point in time, and Dre. So always he came all the way from Jersey, man, and brought me a whole bag full of the chicken and potatoes. I'm sat there. We sat in the parking lot. I
Whoa.
tore it up. I ate it. I tore it up.
Ah,
So it's no,
Lord, that's hey, man, I
it's
like that.
inspiration, but he's fed thousands with this. Can you tell me about your Racing to Feed initiative?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I tell you, I'm gonna fast forward. So from 2020 to 2024, we introduced Racing the Feed last year. We had a TV network come out. They did like an hour broadcast, and it was like the kickoff. It was January 2023, and we kicked it off feeding 300 first responders. It was incredible, man. It was
Mm,
just like
beautiful.
it was like the breakthrough that you always wanted. What better way to introduce a new campaign by feeding 300 first responders? You know what I mean? So
Man.
that kicked it off. And prior to that, we'd already served about 20,000 people in need. So in the last year, we served about another 7 to 8,000, and
Mm,
we fed homeless shelters in the area, over a dozen senior buildings. Um, I tell you this, just this past Saturday before last, we served our 200 feeding event. So it was a major milestone. Imagine
mm,
50, 50 events, imagine 100 events, but just imagine 200 feeding events. You know what I mean? It
mm.
was it's a major milestone for us, and
Man.
we have no plans of slowing down, man. And one of the good things is, we're supported by a lot of the major hospitals in South Jersey, and a
Mm,
lot of the big banks in South Jersey, and also by the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, one
mm,
of our NBA
mm.
sponsors. We're appreciative, very appreciative. But we're working to become a household name, just letting everyone know. Just try to give. We're not telling you to give your shirt, but give something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. And I hear the passion, man. I hear the passion. Now, was you one of them young brothers that was in grandmom's kitchen and
I was,
you learned from the table of grandmom, and you knew one day that this would be a part of your life. Tell us how
you know what? Go ahead.
tell I just want
Now,
you to tell me like that beginning of what sparked it.
Well, I tell you this, I have 3 chefs in my family, so it's there already. You know what I mean? From the grandmom to the grandpa to the uncles to the aunts to the mom. You know, that chicken and potatoes recipe was actually my mom's. She passed in 2016, and man, I know she used to feed it to me. I'm the only kid, so she used to feed it to me like clockwork. I'm like, Ma, it's about that time. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Ma. So she used to whip up. She used to whip it up, that chicken and potatoes. Oh man.
Come on. You can't go wrong with the chicken and potatoes, baby.
You can't, Mom. Well, Mom's put a stamp on it. That's it. You know. I tell you, man, we
when they say it's a wrap.
That was it.
So
that was it.
Going for one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to have an interview with you is because we spoke on a numerous of times, and you had a campaign for the university and the colleges. So I was talking to JL, and I said, well, his mission was to take this on a college tour, throughout the HBCUs and the other colleges up and down the East Coast, because he's been up and down the East Coast feeding already. And that
Absolutely.
was one of the things that really like caught me. Can you care to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Next weekend, I just tell you what kind of schedule we got. This coming weekend, Friday we're in Bridgeton, New Jersey. We're feeding the homeless, 300 people. Saturday we have 2 events. We have an event in Salem in which we're feeding about 400, and then we have another event in Asheville, North Carolina, which we're feeding 500. So we have part of our team is going to be in Asheville, North Carolina, and another part of our team is going to be in Salem. Serving, man. This is what we do, and when we got back-to-back events and events on the same day, it makes it a little challenging. But we have a lot of volunteers and a lot of people that really comes to the table at when we need them. But as it relates to the colleges, I tell you this, Vince, we're actually in the early stages of putting together a tour for the fall, and we're going to target about 20 colleges up and down the coast. Just partnering, because a lot of people don't realize this. That food insecurity hit hard. It's not just at home. Out in the streets, it's at the college. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, last year, I got a few calls from Villanova, and everyone knows Villanova is one of the prestigious, colleges. But I have a professor there who has to bring food to school. You know what I mean? That's telling me something.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Wow. So I definitely get it. And one of the components that we have is introducing our food center to the college, to the campuses. And this is where, the kids can get a prepared meal, heat and eat, ready to go. And that's one of the things that we focus on is a hot meal. I mean, hot meals hard to come by. A lot of food pantries. Yeah, a lot of food pantries and food banks, they give away perishable foods, which is great. But, getting that hot meal, it hits different. It
hit different, Dre. It hit different, man, because I remember being on a yard on the college campus, man. I was a ball player, right? So after a certain hour, the cap is closed. Ain't no access to the cap. If you didn't have a plan to get something to eat, you was going to bed hungry that night. You know what I mean? So that's a reality on college campuses that, after a certain hour, man, you just gonna have to tough it out until the morning, until you get to the, gap during breakfast. But this here, what you're doing, man, fulfilling a need. I mean, this is a real need, and so, man, it reminds me of, let's against a precedence that meets a pressing public need. And that's exactly what this doing. This is the precedence. This is something that is important, and it's meeting a pressing need. And that's why people, volunteers, I'm listening to all you saying, like, you got the NBA, you got all these entities that are coming because of what it is that you're doing. And then on top of that, it's a hot meal. Come on, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yo,
So
that's the game changer right there. That's a,
yeah,
you talk
it
about
is. It is.
what you say, heat and heat.
That's
He
right.
need. Let me share this with you.
I love it. I love it.
Um,
Come on back, Dre. We got you on. We got the sound
introduce our heat
difficulty.
and eat. Is we bought in a countertop refrigerator and we stocked it with our chicken and potatoes. So every week for 2 months, we would show up. We didn't have to, we basically replenished it because there wasn't none left. So what the teachers did, they knew the kids that were struggling at home. So right before they leave, they put a package of Murphy's chicken and potatoes right in their backpack, no questions asked. And when they get home, they can enjoy a hot meal. You know what I mean? So it's a great program. And from the high schools, from the elementary to the high schools to the colleges, same exact thing. We want to put that refrigerator right there, having it accessible for the kids. And, we think we got a good model that needs to grow. And we need this thing to grow rapidly. So when it comes down to it, it's those partnerships. It's those key partners to grow this thing.
Yeah, I wish I had you back in the day in college. I wish I had you.
Yeah,
I
no
wish I
doubt.
had you.
Because
It's
you know
not too
what?
late.
Hey Vince, in the dorms, like where my daughter is, she goes to Delaware State University. Shout out to the Hornets.
Right.
And her and some of her girlfriends got together and they cook, and then they cook something, and then they are helping the kids out that are actually on their wing of the dorm, just feeding people like that, because they understand that it's a pressing public need. It's a need
Absolutely.
in that area. And so, man, what you're doing is just, man, I commend you, brother. This is amazing. It's a need. And man, listen, Vince and I, we want to get on board, man. So
hey, man, I'm happy, man. It's great to bring people together, and that's what it's all about. This is a collective effort, and a lot of times it's a lot of eyes, and this is we. A lot of times it's just me, and I'm always sharing. Yeah, it's us. We're working. Because a lot of times I tell you, if people's not getting paid, they don't really want to show up. You know what I mean? But you got those volunteers that's been there from day one, and they still right there with me. But like this week coming, we got 3 events. We got Friday and 2 on Saturday. So Thursday we're cooking for like 800 people, and then we got to get ready to transition to send the team down late Thursday night.
Wow.
To to Asheville, North Carolina.
Wow.
So they could be ready prepping for Friday. You know what I mean? So. This is a rough week coming.
Where are these volunteers coming from? Like, where you get them from church, or are they just from the neighborhood? Where are they coming from?
Well, I tell you, we have a page on social media, and where we recruit on there, and they've been following us from event to event. So keep in mind, we just did our 200th event. So over the past 200 events, people been coming to certain ones, helping out, and it's just been growing. And then we have a hard 8 that's been running with us, and at a drop of a dime, they'll get up, run, do what we need them to do. You know what I mean? It's just, we kind of built that, but it's just time to grow, because the need is so big in certain cities, and that's what we're focused on. We have a tour coming up in the fall. It's an East Coast tour from Maine to Florida, and we're hitting all of the spots that's hurting. You know what I mean? So we're in the early stages, and we love to collaborate with y'all guys with that, because we need to know where the need is. And that's the biggest thing. We need to go right where the need is,
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
And Jay, you were speaking about, doing these different events and, coming up as far as the East Coast tour. Now, I know you also have other programs that you do as well as the Racing to Feed. You want to elaborate on the other programs as well? You want to speak about that?
Well, yeah, one of the things that we that we're really fond about is with the seniors. So for the past 4 years, every Thanksgiving, we feed close to 600 seniors. That's 3 senior buildings. So we have a food trailer that's accessible. It's just for our county. And we go, on Thanksgiving, we go from one senior building to the next senior building to our third senior building. So keep in mind, we got about 15 volunteers at each building. You know what I mean? We got to keep them fresh. And we got holiday music playing. And the seniors, man, they just love what we do. You know what I mean? They like,
I can only imagine.
they're calling like the whole week before so they don't miss out. Do we have to be down there with time? I'm getting calls 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then it's all love. I don't, no animosity. I don't mind getting woke, getting waking up, but it's just that, they don't want to miss out. And a lot of seniors, man, when you get in a senior housing, a lot of them don't have family. So when we come in once a year, we like family to them. So, what I mean? We try to give them everything. Don't let them have to get up, ask for nothing. We have wait service for them. And, we got the music going. We just try to make it lively, like if they was home with the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. And that's the best environment to be in, is when you like around family and y'all eating and I mean, and I can only imagine, like, I know you can throw down. So I know it's banging. So ain't no doubt about that. So that's good.
Oh yeah, man. We got this thing called the Murphy's Triple Threat, man. And when we get up, I'm gonna bring you some. So the Murphy's Triple Threat is dirty rice on the bottom, and then it's fried cabbage in the middle, and then it's barbecue turkey on top. And it comes in a container where it's stacked. And man, you might as well cancel the rest of your day. You might as well just call out.
Lord, listen, I can feel that thing. I can taste it right now. I'm ready for that.
It'll put you down. It'll put you down for at least 4 hours.
You said 4 hours?
At least.
At least. Oh man, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. You know what? I was sharing when I looked over your information, I was sharing with Vince about my wife and I have a company, Let's Grow Act Win and LLC. And what we do, we have a after school program that we are in partnership with United Way of Delaware. So where we do our services is at a place called the Hope Center. And so the Hope Center is a homeless shelter. And we provide after-school programming for the children of the families that are there at the home at the shelter. So, man, if there's any way we can hook up with that would be amazing, man. I would really love that. That'd be good, because I know a lot of that we have like churches that come in. And some other nonprofit organizations, and then people like yourself that have volunteers and all that. But man, I would love to expose our Hope Center community to what you're doing, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a kitchen. We have 5 kitchens in South Jersey. So one of our kitchens is in Salem, and I know Salem is probably about 25 minutes.
It's not far at all. I got, matter of fact, the young lady, Miss Birch, actually works with me. She's from Salem. She's from Salem, New Jersey. Okay. And her and I work together. So I know she may even know about what it is you're doing. Her name is Mary Birch.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know her or not, but
not offhand.
Okay, so she probably may have heard of it or whatever. But yeah, you're not that far away from us. But you said about 20 minutes at max, about 20 minutes.
Max.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, man. So that would be great. I would love to collaborate.
Oh yeah, we could talk. Like I say, if you're not doing nothing this coming Saturday, I would love to invite you out. We're going to be over there at the football field at Salem High School. We're doing an event from 12 to 4 outside. So it's like a mini spring. It's called Spring in the Salem. It's a festival that we're doing, and we got over 300 free hot meals that we're serving.
Oh man, that'd be nice. I have a event with Chick-fil-A there at the Hope Center, so we're collaborating and really helping those individuals at the Hope Center get some job training skills,
Nice.
And then we'll be breaking out in sessions, actually teaching them how to interview and all that. So, man, if I wasn't doing them, I'll be right there with you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Keep up the good work, man. You're definitely doing great service.
Hey, man. Thank you. You too, man.
Listen up. You're listening to HBCU Original with Andre Murphy, Racing to Feed. His information is below. racingtofeed.org, 609-338-2829. Stay tuned. We're going to go for more. Dre, we definitely would like to have you back.
Absolutely.
So let us know, definitely when you can come back, and we can talk about the other ventures you have going on besides Racing to Feed.
Okay.
John, anything you'd like to tell the people before we exit?
I say this, I would love to get, whoever's listening to get your involvement. I know it's a lot of cities, a lot of communities out here that's struggling, and just keep in mind that we're growing. So if you want to grow with us, definitely reach out. Just you can Google me or just give me a call, Chef Murphy, 609-338-2829, or Chef Murphy at racingtofeed.org. Either or, you can catch me. But give me a call. Let's connect. Let's grow together.
Amen.
JL, you got anything?
Hey, man, I want everybody to support my brother, Racing to Feed. We all racing to feed. We all racing to feed people that are in need, people that, need to experience, what it is that my brother has. And I know it's going to be a success. And so I'm excited about it. I'm glad now that to be a part of this. And hey, we going to make it happen, man. We racing to feed.
Amen.
Baby. We racing to feed.
I like.
Let's go. It's go time. Let's go.
That's right. All right, good brothers. I appreciate y'all.
And one last message.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
I said one last message to the starving students, Dale State, Bowie State, Lincoln. Hey, you better get that hot meal.
You better get that hot meal, baby.
Amen. Amen. He need.
He did eat.
I think.
All right.